jogo chamado Alan Wake. Que eu tenho série aí no canal.
Stephen King once wrote that nightmares exist outside of logic, and there's little fun to be had in explanations. They're antithetical to the poetry of fear. In a horror story, the victim keeps asking why, but there can be no explanation, and there shouldn't be one. The unanswered mystery is what stays with us the longest, and it's what we'll remember in the end. My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer. I've always had a vivid imagination, but this dream unsettled me. It was wild and dark and weird, even by my standards. So yes, it began with a dream. Following a typical nightmare pattern, I was late, desperately trying to reach my destination, a lighthouse. For some urgent reason, I couldn't remember. I'd been driving too fast down a coastal road to get there. I'd seen the hitchhiker too late.
Esse cara aí que é o lenhador que ele atropela no sonho dele. Esse cara aí que começa a tormenta dele, né? Que ele tá indo pra.
I was convinced they'd put me in jail and I would never see Alice again.
Alice. Aí ele tá indo pra se encontrar com a Alice. Aí ele mata esse cara no sonho. Aí ele começa a ser perturbado, tá ligado? É igual quando o homem brinquedo tá dando os bait dele, tá ligado? É igual o homem brinquedo quando começa a fazer os bait. Nightmare. Os espíritos até empreiteiros eles são, viu? Que eles trancaram o buraco do. Até empreiteiros os espíritos são, viu? Olha aí. Para olhar do lado. Sim. Olhar pra luz, né? Que é indicando a luz. Até empreiteiros os espíritos são, viu? Aqui. Os espíritos trancaram o túnel, cara. Diga aí como os espíritos são empreiteiros. É aqui, ó. Ele tá indo pra. Dia do Autógrafo. Que aqui tá o livro dele, ó.
I had to go to the lighthouse. I knew there was something important waiting for me there. The radiator had broken when I hit the hitchhiker. The car wasn't going anywhere.
O gráfico tá bonito. O gráfico já era bonito no 360 naquela época lá, né? Eu zerei esse jogo em inglês, viu? Zerei em inglês, cara. E aí? Que hoje os caras não querem zerar em inglês. O carro dela é um Impala. Um Chevrolet Impala. Menino. Rapaz. Os espíritos falando. O espírito do zelador do farol observa Alan de longe. Sabemos o que vai acontecer.
The bridge had collapsed. I'd have to find another way to the lighthouse.
Café baianinho. Café baiano. Remaster, né? É um remake, mas mesmo assim tá bonito. Aí aqui você vindo pra cá, ó, você recarrega a luz, ó. Recarrega a luz não, recarrega a vida se tivesse vida. Recarrega essa energia, né? Que luz é vida, né? Um corvo. A ponta ali tá quebrada, né? Que os espíritos eles não querem que o Alan defenda a mata não, tá ligado? Os espíritos ele quer destruir a mata aí. Ai, papaizinho. Os espíritos são putos com um safadão ali.
You don't even recognize me, do you, Ryder? You think you're God? You think you could just make up stuff? Play with people's lives and kill them when you think it adds to the drama? You're in this story now, and I'll make you suffer. You're a joke. It would be a single readable sentence in your books if it wasn't for your editor. You'll never publish another one of your shitty stories.
Aqui tem ser do mal dele.
It's not like your story's already good. Not like they have any artistic merit. You're a lousy writer. Cheap thrills and pretentious shit. That's all you're good for. Just look at me. Look at your work.
Tá, porque na história ele é um menino mau. Calma, Leons. Também não é assim não. Ó, tem um QR Code, eu acho aqui, ó. Acho que vai escanear e ir pra batonete da Valve. Me lembro se eu tinha visto isso na primeira vez, não. Quem entende olhar aqui.
You missed your deadline. Damn. You can't stop me.
I realized that the hitchhiker was a character from the story I'd been working on.
Foi embora, rapaz. Menina, deu uma risadinha ali que é macabra, ó. Tem que se ligar que tem que pegar os manuscritos lá.
How does it feel to die by the hands of your own creation?
tremer aqui, Gustavo. Vamos, garoto. Calma, meu filho, calma.
How does it feel to die by the hands of your own creation?
Não gosto dele, não. Seu velho.
Mr. Wake, it's me. Play steward, remember? Quickly, get me signed. There's no time to lose. Oh no! Stop! No! Damn it, die! No! 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 I was trapped. There was no way out. The cabin was a death trap. I had to get out. Follow the light. You are hurt. You should go into the light. You are only safe there. You must go into the light. You are hurt. Go into the light. Well done. I have something important to tell you. It goes like this. For he did not know that beyond the lake he called home lies a deeper, darker ocean green, where waves are both wilder and more serene. To its ports I've been. To its ports I've been. Do you understand? No. Follow my light. I entered your dream to teach you. The darkness is dangerous. It's sleeping now. When it feels you coming, it will wake up. There's no time. I can only show you the most important thing. This way. There's no time. You must follow me now. The hitchhiker has been taken over by the dark presence. You can't hurt him now. The darkness protects him from all harm. Only light can drive the darkness away and make him vulnerable again. Here, take the light.
Pick up the flashlight. Only light can drive the darkness away. You need light to survive. Take the light. Turn your flashlight toward him and burn the darkness away. You did it. Now the darkness no longer protects him, but it's still inside, controlling him. He can't be saved. He's still a threat. He is still your enemy. Here, take the gun. Pick up the revolver. He is your enemy. You need to defend yourself. He will kill you. Take the gun.
Now you'll die.
Good. You've done well. Remember what I've taught you. That is all. I will give you back your dream now.
In the nightmare, a terrible darkness was taking over the world. The lighthouse was the last safe place on Earth.
Essa música da voz bonita deu coisa pra gente pegar. Vamos pegar, né? Farol.
You made me this way.
Ele caiu.
This is it, Wage.
Tá começando diferente. Eu vou rever o primeiro capítulo lá da minha série principal, lá da série 360, pra ver se começou assim. Que eu não me lembro como que a gente ia pro farol, não. No... Isso aqui mudou.
You're dead. Just like me.
socorros aqui, ó. Sinalizador aqui no mais rápido. Ali tem negócio. Ah, ali tem uma garrafa. Café.
Dead, just like
Velho, bando safado. Vixe. Queria entrar na cabaninha ali, mas.
dead, just like
Esqueci de pegar o sinalizador, rapaz. E... Ah, papazito.
dead, just like
Bateria, rapaz. Isso aí, obrigado, menino obediente.
You can't stand it. I can keep this up forever.
Ixi, morri perto do farol. O som do jogo de cutscene é muito bem feita, cara. Um jogo muito top, viu?
He's here. Alan, wake up. Shh, baby. Just another nightmare. Everything's fine. You dozed
Ele
off.
tá lembrando da Alice.
Anything more than dozed off would be news for everyone.
Cheer up, a gente vai pra parte do... Aqui ele tá com a esposa dele e a gente vai lá pra canoa, né? Ou pra balsa. Fazer a travessia. Ali meio que ele tava meio que sonhando, tá ligado? Essa cidade aí aparece no 2. Mas a gente tem uma cidadezinha dessa no GTA 6, hein? Top, viu?
like we're on vacation. Go stand next to that old gentleman there. I want a shot of you with the town in the background.
Sure. I'll even give you a title for the shot. A city boy, moments before he got eaten by a bear.
Damn, yuppies.
Alan, before he missed the shot.
Igual uma balsa que tinha aqui, quando não tinha ponto de medo naval, eles usavam uma balsa desse para atravessar de um lado pro outro. Tudo ali.
Hi.
Hello there. You picked a
Hello,
good
Lou.
time to visit our town. Deerfest is
Lineo da
just
grande
2 weeks
família.
away.
Deerfest, huh? Did you hear that, honey?
You have a lovely wife, if you don't mind me saying. I'm Pat Maine, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm Alan Wake.
I won't pretend I don't recognize a famous writer such as yourself, Mr. Wake. A pleasure. I'm an avid reader myself. I hope this isn't too presumptuous of me, but I'm the night host at the local radio station. Any chance I can get an interview?
Look, Mr. Maine, I'm on vacation. In fact, I'd appreciate
Just a
it if we
couple
could
more.
keep my being here just between the two of us. I'm sure you understand.
Fair enough. You can trust me to be discreet. Not a hard man to track down if you change your mind, though. I hope you two have a lovely holiday.
Very nice. I got a couple of really good ones. And I see you made a friend. That's cute.
Right. Yeah?
Hey, bestseller. How's my favorite writer? Are you there yet?
Barry. Yeah, we just got here.
Are the locals giving you trouble? Just say the word and I'll hop on a plane and come make sure that you're left alone, Al.
No, Barry, we're fine.
Great, great. Just want to make sure you can relax and recharge. So, how is the place? Has it gotten your creative juices flowing?
Barry, we're just settling in.
Okay, Al. I'll call back later to make sure you're doing okay. And you call me if there's a problem, okay? Okay. Just looking out for you, buddy. Talk to you later.
Ah, não me lembrava não. O jogo tá passando nesse
I love you
na
too,
época de
Barry.
Natal, ó. Ó, o caminhão ali com o
You
negócio de
know he's
Natal.
going to be calling you every 5 minutes.
Barry is Barry. I can always turn off the phone.
What did I tell you?
Text
Ah, legal, é mesmo, né?
message from Barry. He says hi to you too.
Alan, we're here. Come on, let's get back to the car. We need to stop at the local diner to get the cabin key from the landlord, a Mr. Carl Stuckey. He's waiting for us. I'll go fill her up while you get the key. I'll pick you
Ah,
up there in, say, 15 minutes.
Alice.
Alan, thank you for coming with me.
I love you too. Go on. I'll promise to behave.
Ah, é aqui que ele conhece a Rose a primeira vez.
There were still places like
Que ela é
this.
fã do Alan.
Towns where everybody knew everybody.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner.
Hi, I was wondering if you could help me. I'm looking for...
Mr. Wake. Alan Wake. Oh. God, I am your biggest fan. I know people say that all the time, but I really am.
I'm glad to hear that.
A Mindy aqui me falou que não tinha nada a ver a Rose no Alan.wake 2.
Of course,
Os caras
Mr.
são uma
Wake. He
piada.
must have gone to visit the restroom. He'll be back in a moment. I can't believe it.
Porque assim, a Rose é uma fã obcecada pelo Alan. Com certeza ela ia estar no 2, né, cara?
Okay. Good for
É
you.
lunática pelo Alan, igual a Rose do Two Halfman, que é lunática pelo Charles. Então ela com certeza ela deveria estar no Alan Wake 2, né, cara? Mas cara, não pode estar não, porque não tem nada a ver.
Yeah, that makes two of us. I wasn't ready to leave. I needed to find Carl Stuckey to get the
Are you
key to the
staying honest,
cabin.
Wake? I can't believe it. I'm having a conversation with Alan Wake. Are you on your own, or is your wife with you? I can show you the
Do
town if
me
you
a
want.
favor, Sonny. I could really use a tune right now.
Motoqueiro.
Coconut, number 6 in the jukebox. I'd do it myself, but both of my legs have gone to
Esses
sleep.
motoqueiros, eles aparecem lá no Alan Wake 2.
Yeah. Are you serious?
Eles aparecem.
Coconut again? You disgust me. Call yourself a rocker. Unbelievable. Ha! You put the lime in the coconut. Drink 'em both up. Just because we're brothers, don't think I won't murder you in your sleep. It does that. Get stuck. Yeah, you need to give it a good solid whack.
Don't go in there, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
I think I can handle it, ma'am. I didn't want to wait. I wanted to find Stuckey, to get the key and get out as soon as possible. The waitress was giving me a headache. Overeager fans always did.
Ele atrás do Carlos Vale. Carlos Vale. Você pirou, 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 pirou minha cabeça. Me deixou apaixonado, me deixou andado, com um coração pra pagar. Me deixou aqui sozinho, como fosse um passarinho, sem ter asas pra voar. Meu bem, você pirou, 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 pirou minha cabeça. Me deixou apaixonado, me deixou arrasado, com o coração a me deixou aqui sozinho, como fosse um passarinho, sem ter asas pra voar. Musical vale, rapaz.
Hello? Mr. Stuckey?
Ok, velho.
Carl couldn't make it. Unfortunately, he was taken ill. But I have the key for you and instructions on how to get to the lake.
Okay.
I wish you a good stay in my cabin. I'll come by later to check how you've settled in. And to meet your wife. I insist.
Thanks.
Cauldron Lake is a special place. Very inspiring.
Ouça. Você parece a mulher da novela da Tieta.
You got lucky this time, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark. This really ought to be fixed, and then I must remind Sarah to change the lights at the station. It's been too long already.
Even that sounds better than your singing.
Are you all right?
Splendid, splendid! Damn hernia. It swells up like a balloon if I lift anything heavier than a spoon. Yeah, splendid, splendid. It's been a long time, Tom. Good to see you. Hey, you wouldn't happen...
The Andersons, they're, local musicians. We're waiting for Dr. Hartman to come pick them up. They wandered off from his clinic at the Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Bye, Mr. Wake.
Mission accomplished. The key? and the directions.
My hero. I got some flashlights, just in case.
Hey, wait! Mrs. Wake! Your keys!
Ó, Bruno.
That diner was a real nut house.
Ó, ponto de capó.
Can you believe this place? This would make a wonderful setting for a book.
We're supposed to be on vacation, Alice. I'll figure it out when we get back home. Okay?
Okay, we can talk about this later.
Ambientação
I
assim
didn't
meio
want to talk about
sinistra,
it.
né?
I
Essa
wanted to
floresta
bury my
assim.
head in the sand.
Uma floresta bem densa, fechada,
Once
tá
upon a
ligado?
time, I was a
Bem.
successful writer, but
bem
that was a
sinistra,
long
né?
time ago. I hadn't been able to write a word in 2 years, not since my last book.
And now the weather. It's gonna be a clear night, so you folks from the big city might want to look up every once in a while and see those stars winking down at you. It gets pretty dark out here, but they'll light.
Estou de volta, o meu lugar.
It's gorgeous, Alan.
It's something, all right.
Don't
Don't worry, honey. I'll get you inside safe and sound before it gets dark. And I've got the flashlight.
I know.
O jogo valendo pra você pagar 15 contos, viu? Na promoção, porque tem a música do Guinel
I wanted
Timóteo,
to
mano.
make sure we were inside with the lights on.
O jogo é uma obra-prima, pá. Não preciso pagar um negócio desse. De volta, o meu lugar. Aí aqui que começa ele escrever, aí os manuscritos se perdem pelo mapa do jogo, né? Ah, é aqui agora. Bird or Link of Beats.
The island had once been the site for a love story. Maybe it would be that again. Alice had told me about Cauldron Lake Lodge. The old building used to be a hotel, but these days it was no longer open to the public. An old generator had been connected to the power cable.
The lights are on. Good work, honey. I'll freshen up a bit and start settling in.
Okay, I'll look around a bit.
Sure thing. Have fun.
It was a beautiful place. I told myself I could rest here, sleep here, and forget about my work. I thought we could be happy here. Alice? Honey? A shoebox filled with books by Thomas Zane sat on the shelf. I'd never heard of him before. The old door had played a trick on me. Alice wouldn't have come out in the dark.
Famous artist, no less. Alice, go to the phones, caller. You're on KBFFM.
Hi, Pat. It's Rose.
Why, hello, Rose. What's on your mind?
I know who that famous artist is. Wait, what? He's my favorite writer.
Well, Rose,
I just saw him at the diner. Oh, I am so excited he's here.
I'm sure he's glad to be here, too. Well, folks, I guess the secret's out. This is Pat Maine on KBFFM. Now, some music.
Great. So much for keeping a low profile.
Os lá do. Era pra mexer na rádio mesmo.
Alan, I'm upstairs. I have a surprise for you. Alan, come here, Slowpoke. I'm waiting. Surprise!
Alice? What is this?
I guess I have a small confession to make. I thought maybe you could write here that a change of scenery would get you past.
Damn it, Alice! Everyone
Hey,
keeps...
hey! Just hear me out. There's a local doctor, Dr. Hartman. I read a book of his. He has a private clinic here.
The cabin had gone dark. All the lights were out.
Alan! Where are you? Help!
Alice, I'm coming! It's all right, I'm coming!
No! Alan! Help me! Stay away from me!
Oh no!
Keep going, Alan. Wake up.
Alice? Waking up in the crashed car felt like I had woken from one nightmare and entered another. I couldn't remember how I got there. All I knew was that something terrible had happened to Alice. The phone was dead. I'd have to find help on foot. Among Alice's things was a book, The Creator's Dilemma, by a Dr. Emil Hartman. Seeing the book brought back my fight with Alice. I didn't like it, and I didn't like the guy's smug face on the cover either. The gas station was my best bet. They'd have a phone I could use. It looked like a long hike through the forest.
Que lembra muito o Silent Hill Downpour, que quando o ônibus capota, né? A gente tá indo pra prisão, o ônibus capota e a gente tem que chegar até um posto de gasolina para tentar pegar recursos, informações. É um posto desse jeito aí, cara. Lembra muito Silent Hill Downpour essa parte aqui.
Hello?
Hello? Is someone there? The loose sheets of paper were pages from a manuscript entitled Departure. That was the name I planned to use for the next novel I had never gotten started. I was named the author. I hadn't written it. I couldn't remember writing it. In the scene on the page, the hero was attacked by an axe murderer in the woods at night.
Anybody there? Please, I've been in an accident.
The lights up ahead were a good sign. Maybe I wouldn't have to hike all the way down to the gas station to find a phone.
Anybody there? Please, I've been in an accident. Hey! Hey, you!
Phil!
There's been an accident. I need help. Listen, I need to...
Premium cabins for rent in...
Nightfall!
Oh, hell.
Carl Stuckey.
Pleased
To meet you. Non-refundable
reservation
deposit required. Fair and square. Fair and
square.
Carl.
Pleased to meet you.
Premium. In bright balls. You to arrive. You lose. Shit.
The deposit.
It's the latest thing.
Kill?
2 birds.
In fantastic.
Great.
Fall.
I had to figure a way out of this. Any second now, and Stuckey would be knocking on the door with his axe like Nicholson in The Shining.
During your
Stay on.
trying,
Walking.
it's the latest.
Yes.
In
Bright Falls Sheriff Station.
Assembly.
Hello?
Kill.
One
The spread.
During your
Stay on.
trying,
Walking.
I wasn't about to open the door, as long as I was liable to catch an axe with my forehead.
Assembly.
Yes.
proven.
Bright Falls Sheriff Station. How may I...
Hello?
You can see the sights and keep those cholesterol levels.
The spread. I'd never fired a gun outside a shooting range, and now I just killed someone, or something. There were no bodies. They just disappeared. If I was dreaming, it felt real enough to make me sick. Eerie hand-painted graffiti was revealed by my flashlight. Someone had hidden a chest of supplies near it. The dark forest was the last place I wanted to go, but I had no choice. I had to get to the gas station.
It's rabbit season!
Departure by Alan Wake. The man turned to face me. His face was covered in shadows. It was hard to make him out in the darkness of the forest that surrounded us, but the axe he lifted was plain to see. It glistened with the blood of his victim. He grinned madly. The shadows were alive, distorting his features. It was a scene from a nightmare. But I was awake. The Taken stood before me. It was impossible to focus on it, as if it stood in a blind spot caused by a brain tumor and eye disease. It was bleeding shadows like ink underwater, like a cloud of blood from a shark bite. I was terrified. I squeezed the flashlight like my life depended on it, willing it to stop coming any closer. Suddenly something gave, and the light seemed to shine brighter. Rose knew she had been gushing, but right now she didn't care. As far as she was concerned, her brief meeting with Alan Wake was literally the high point of her life. She watched as he got in the car with his wife. She was pretty, confident, at ease with what... What the hell was that? When I saw the river below, something uncoiled itself inside my head. I realized that I'd have to find a way across. I didn't even want to look at the water. What the hell was that? When I saw the river below, something uncoiled itself inside my head. I realized that I'd have to find a way across. I didn't even want to look at the water. Stucky was still out there, in the dark, stalking me.
Is a hazardous occupation.
The staircase was broken. I had to make my way up some other way. I couldn't stay here. There had to be a way to get up there. There was no power. There was bound to be a generator somewhere at the logging site. Barry Wheeler was bouncing off the walls. He jumped on a plane after his calls were ignored by both Al and Alice for several days. It could mean that they were both on a second honeymoon. I heard them before I saw them, swooping down from... With all this forestry equipment around, there had to be something I could use to reach the top.
I was just outside for a breath of fresh air, and what a night. I know most of you are probably in your beds by now, but if you're still up and around, take a moment. Step outside for a spell and breathe in deep. The weather is absolutely still. The sky is crystal clear. It's like the forest is quietly breathing along with you. As you listeners know, I'm a night owl, and it's on nights like this I wish I wasn't cooped up in the studio. Makes an old man like me wish I could just roam wild. But here I am, and who'd keep you company all night long if I weren't? It looks like I'm not the only one staying up late. Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, Pat, it's Maurice Horton.
Hello, Maurice. What are you up to?
Well, I was just taking Toby on his walkies.
Oh, isn't it beautiful out there?
Sure, but Pat, the reason I called is that Toby heard something rustling in the undergrowth and took off after it, and I couldn't find him.
Probably a rabbit.
Sure. Toby loves rabbits.
Well, sure.
Anyway, I figured that, if anyone runs into Toby, they could grab him. My number's on his collar.
And Toby's a friendly dog?
Oh, Toby loves people. Usually he comes back, but we were pretty far from home, and it sounds like he went pretty wild there. Great dog, but he's just too dumb for his own good.
Well, Maurice, it's out there now. Hope Toby comes home soon.
Yeah, thanks, Pat.
You have a good night now.
The gas station was closer now, its light welcoming in the darkness.
Paul makes the best dogs in the state. Belly Burster is the best with no coat. Monster Dog is second best. The famous dog is...
Rose knew she had been gushing, but right now she didn't care. As far as she was concerned, her brief meeting with Alan Wake was... Barry Wheeler was bouncing off the walls. He...
magnificent!
Science. It bestows immortality on those who advance it to elevate all of mankind. Newton, Einstein, Sagan, princes among men. But the price for such a legacy is steep indeed. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, a quantum suicide. If our lives...
Takes hours to cool! Dropping tools! In the engine we're moving. Bounce! Easy and fail! Mistake don't make. Count your feet forward! Misplaced tool! Patience! Takes hours to cool! Dropping tools! Bounce! As you might think, it can be dangerous. It requires patience. Even with the engine takes hours to cool. Tools. The engine will bounce. Easy and fatal. Mistake don't make. Misplaced tool forgotten inside. It has destroyed. Then ring time. A professional!
Stucky's body vanished, leaving behind only a lifetime of nightmares to come. Assuming I'd reached the lights, the gas station alive. I recognized the parade float I had seen in Bright Falls when I first arrived with Alice. After the insanity I had just experienced in the darkness, the lights of the gas station felt comforting. At least for a moment, the sane world reasserted itself.
Enfim, chegamos no posto de gasolina. Chegamos no posto de gasolina. Chegamos. Desculpa estar repetindo de novo.
The garage was a mess. It looked like someone had trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight.
All right. I'll keep writing.
Stucky spat on the garage floor and tried to shake the cobwebs from his head. Ever since the couple never showed to pick up the keys. The cabin on Cauldron Lake? She asked. The sheriff looked at me suspiciously. The early morning light flooded through the office windows. I would probably never have gotten out of the woods alive without her help, but I couldn't tell her the truth of what I'd faced. I stepped into the gas station's garage. It was dark and quiet. The place was a mess. At first, I kept finding the pages as if by accident.
Três páginas. Me concentrar pra não perder as páginas com o nome da série. Aqui fala do Barry.
Barry Wheeler was bouncing off the walls. He jumped on a plane after his calls were ignored by both.
Outside, there's only darkness. Outside the cabin, outside the story, there's only darkness. I can feel her presence in the dark. Just now, I could smell her perfume in the room. I'll reach her. I'll fix it up. I'll bring her back. The story will come true. If I stop, she's lost.
Bright Falls Sheriff Station.
Oh, thank God, Sheriff.
Sheriff Sarah Breaker. You are...
I'm Alan.
Previously on Alan Wake. I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it. God damn it, Alice.
Now, she's missing.
Alice? Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
Hey, handsome. This is gonna be a long night, but these shots are turning out great.
I guess you're gonna need that coffee then. I'll go put it on.
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. This was a late goodbye.
The continuing freezing rain and heavy snowfall have necessitated a winter storm warning in the entire tri-state area. People are advised to stay indoors as many roadways are already closed, and city officials are not expecting snow crews to keep up with the weather. We're now on the third day of the blizzard, and the weather is not expected to clear up anytime soon.
It's true what they say about the fall and the... It's true what they say about... It's true what they say about the... This was a late goodbye.
Eu teria que correr atrás desses três aqui, ó, pra completar tudinho que falta pra ganhar a conquista.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan! Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
I'm right here, baby.
I'm fine, I'm fine. Just get the lights back on. Now, please.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay. Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Thank you for testing the lights, Miss Weaver. Everything seems to be fine.
I don't have the luxury